The wealthy young man stood on the upper floor, pointing at a girl. His subordinate immediately took a photo of her with his phone. Soon after, the girl was taken to the back alley of a nightclub. A security guard approached her and whispered something. The girl stumbled as she walked toward the sidewalk. Every move she made was captured by the surveillance cameras above. It wasn't until she stepped out of the camera's range that the security guard resumed following her. They drove the girl to a hotel. The guard whispered to her again, while slipping a room key into her hand. The girl obediently walked into the room, collapsed on the bed, and lost consciousness. Once the target was in place, they called the wealthy young man to come over. He excitedly told his friends tonight's show was going to be a real spectacle. The revenge team was aware of the situation. Jack disguised himself as a security guard and infiltrated the scene. He witnessed the entire process of the girl being drugged. Pretending to have a stomachache, Jack sent the two guards back to the nightclub, while he quickly headed toward the fire escape stairs. At this moment, the wealthy young man was looking at the unconscious girl, preparing to remove his coat. Suddenly, there was a loud, urgent knock on the door. When he opened it, Jack was standing outside. Jack immediately kicked him out of the door. The wealthy young man crashed into a table and fell unconscious. Seeing that the girl was unharmed, Jack immediately contacted Anna to take her to the hospital. The other two teammates disguised themselves as cleaners, shoving the wealthy young man into a garbage truck. Next, Jack activated the heavy crusher, crushing a nearby car into scrap metal first. Despite the wealthy young man's continuous pleas for mercy, he was eventually crushed under the machine. Afterward, Anna checked the wealthy young man's phone and discovered that such events were happening every night. Using his account, Anna contacted the bar's manager, saying she would bring over 100 friends to spend money. The manager was thrilled when he heard the news. Soon, a large group of elderly people flooded into the bar, each holding a VIP pass. The scene quickly descended into chaos. The manager threatened to hold the wealthy young man accountable, but he had no idea that the man was already dead. At this point, the manager suddenly called Jack into his office, praising Jack for his excellent work recently. He casually poured him a drink. Jack had no choice but to drink it to avoid suspicion. Soon, he began to feel lightheaded. It turned out his cover had been blown. Jack tried to get up and resist, but his body refused to obey. The head of security took Jack away, shoving him into a car. The convoy arrived at an intersection, and the head of security whispered instructions to Jack. Following the order, Jack smiled and walked into the middle of the street. Just as a truck was about to hit him, Anna suddenly rushed out and pulled him aside. The head of security, enraged, swerved his car toward them, but fortunately, Jack's teammates arrived just in time and blocked the crash with their vehicle. The sudden incident drew a crowd of onlookers, forcing the head of security to flee in his car. When Jack woke up in the hospital, he immediately checked his coat. The voice recorder in his pocket was intact, containing all the evidence of the bar's crimes. After watching the movie, please share your thoughts. The film is from the Korean series Taxi Driver Season 2.